Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Crown the kings, know what I mean? Crowns and rings, country grammar sound serene. Wash them clean, drip that's water, southern smoke. I went for broke, got proud of me. Crown the kings, know what I mean? Crowns and rings, country grammar sound serene. Wash them clean, drip that's water, southern smoke. I went for broke, got proud of me. Champion sound, king me. They want me in cuffs, enough is enough.
And we're back. We are back. That's right. Woo. All praises. Well, we just talked about Esau's technological advances,
right?
And you know what they're doing in the last days. They plotting on Christ and the angels returning,
Right.
But yeah, brothers, what's been going on on the week so far? As early as Tuesday. What's been going on, man?
You got a lot going on in the news, Cap. What you laughing at?
Let that brother speak his piece.
Yeah.
Speak your truth, brother.
Every time
Hey,
you
play
look
that
at
sounds right. Hold on. Play that sounds right. Speak your truth. Go ahead.
we got a lot going on, Cap. Every time you turn on the news, you got a lot going on, especially
is.
when it comes to the weather, the news, the trial that just happened.
The what just happened?
The trial where the dude got off for free. There's a lot going on.
Oh, you talking about Rittenhouse?
Ahmad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you talking about on the Rittenhouse?
Yeah, it's always something going on. Even though Trump ain't there with his breaking news every day, we still got breaking news every day.
You got your boy Joe, you know,
Joe.
chilling.
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy
Yeah,
Joe.
he about to go.
Oh shoot!
Sleeping
I
Joe
don't know
about to
though,
go.
Cap. Hey, I don't know though. So with the Arbery case, all right, a lot of our people been
Oh, they going back to sleep.
Back to
Yeah,
sleep.
they went
right
back to sleep.
Oh yeah.
And then Christmas is around the corner.
Yep.
And you have those fake pastors that try to make their voice sound like they doing something for the black community.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn about our people. Man.
It is. We what's that? We could see the Rittenhouse brother, not brother, but the boy, Rittenhouse boy, get off.
Yeah.
And like you said, Ahmaud Arbery case. He got murdered in cold blood, and they did convict him for murder, like they should be. But we missed the whole picture.
Right.
You understand? What is that? One Edomite that actually served justice out of like the other 1,000,
Right.
100. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
our people need to wake up. And like you said, Christmas is right around the corner. The scripture ain't say, nowhere in the scripture does it say to celebrate Christ's birth.
Right.
Right.
Doesn't say it. Actually, let's touch that real quick, and then we'll
Get
jump
it.
into the next
go.
next topic. Jeremiah 14 and 20. No, was it 20 and 14 or 14 and 20? You find out, Rita. I just had a little brain fart.
I got
You
you.
want Chris?
No, I'm going into. Watch this.
Okay.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 20 and verse 14.
Come on.
Cursed be the day wherein I was born.
Right. The scriptures say, "Curse be the day wherein he was born." Now give me the one in Wisdom of Solomon 14. All right, just to show y'all, man, the Christmas holiday has nothing to do with the Israelites.
Right.
That's a pagan tradition. All right, start at 12 and read down a little bit.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 12.
Come on.
For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life.
Watch this.
For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever.
Right, God is saying, hey, that's a temporary thing. God created wood. God created precious metals, but then you got the other nations worshiping those things that he created.
Right.
They weren't even from the beginning. Who was from the beginning? The true God was
That's
from the
right.
beginning. Read on.
For by the vainglory of men
Of men, the heathens, come on.
they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end.
They're going to come to an end. All your Christmas trees, what's that? All the silver and the gold that you deck it with, it's going to come to an end. Come on.
Right.
For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he have made an image of his child, soon taken away.
And understand this. This is going into Nimrod. Was it Nimrod, Tammuz, Semiramis? It's that same folklore, but all the other nations, they have it, you know, in a different legend or a different story. But it stems back to the same three. Egypt got their own one. You understand? Greece, all of them got their own folklore.
Right.
Read on.
Now honor him as a god.
Now did what?
Now honor him as a god,
It's talking about Tammuz. Read.
which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices.
Come on.
Thus, in process of time, an ungodly custom grew.
Hey, what?
An ungodly custom grew strong.
An ungodly custom grew strong. Read.
Was kept as a law.
It's kept as a law. I don't care what the Christian church says. I don't care what America says. When it comes to Christmas, they always say what? Where's your Christmas spirit?
Right.
And they understand that if it's not a law, why is every store closed on Christmas?
Bring it out.
You understand? But let's drop that. Hey, understand this?
Make one bit of sense to me.
Don't you be celebrating Christmas.
That's
It's
right.
of the
That's-
devil. It's
that's
an
right.
ungodly custom.
Right.
So just in case if you guys didn't see the connection, Cap is showing you the same way we're talking about the oppression that's going on right now. Soon you're gonna find yourself celebrating that thing that God's never tell you to celebrate. So this is a high time that we really wake up. If it bothers you to see how your brother get gunned down and not really getting justice, only one out of Lord knows how many that got away. So you got to separate yourself from the system. Right. That would have been the common sense.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. Hey, read that.
This is RTnews.com. Inflation wave. Food and energy prices force families around globe to tighten belts.
Right. So what we're gonna see, and we're already seeing it. You see the shelves more empty. You see the prices of food, gas, utilities in Tallahassee is skyrocketing right now.
Every day.
All right. Read on.
Households and small businesses are being forced to rethink
Expenditures. Y'all crazy as hell. Expenditures. Go ahead.
expenditures on the back of a global rise in consumer good prices. The inflation surge, prompted by high energy costs and supply chain disruptions, hit 6.2% last month in the U.S. and even higher for some Eastern European countries like Hungary, 6.6%, and Poland, 6.4%. Analysts suggest it has been triggered by governments trying to jumpstart economies post-lockdowns with low-interest loans from central banks by putting some money in consumer pockets. Supply has been unable to keep up with demand.
There you go. Now that's going to turn into what? Scarcity.
Right.
If the supply cannot keep up with the demand. Read on.
Food prices are a barometer for social unrest.
Wait. It says food prices are a barometer for social unrest. So what are they doing? What do you see here? What y'all see?
They're creating it's about to be a famine, and we're watching it at the beginning stages, and the Bible already told us these things were going to happen. Give me that in Revelation chapter 6 verse 8, because this is exactly what was happening right before our eyes, and the Christian church is silent. They ain't giving nobody warning on what they need to be preparing for. Read
The book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword, and with hunger,
and with what?
And with hunger, and with death.
So he's telling you how a lot of people are going to die. He's telling you through hunger, and we're watching the food go scarce to the point where the prices are going to inflate. That's all
Right. And these go ahead, officer.
And these wicked holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas, they buying like bulks of like turkey and stuff like that.
Yep.
And all the canned food. They buying all this stuff out the stores, and it ain't gonna be no one to restock that.
Right.
So the famine is coming. So we got to get our mind right with the Most High.
All right, now real quick, give me 2nd Ezra 15 and 3. Or on the 4, on the side of 4.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 4.
Read.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
All right, so if you're not following this Bible, you're going to die during this time.
Right.
All right, and thus saith the Lord. Read.
Behold, saith the Lord,
Read.
I will bring plagues upon the world.
He will bring what?
Plagues upon the world.
All right, so these plagues is going into your multiple diseases. All right, it started as the regular COVID, and then it went to the Delta, and then it went to something I can't even pronounce. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, this thing is multiplying on the earth. On the read on.
The sword.
The what?
The sword.
Read.
Famine.
Famine.
Death and
Death.
destruction.
All right, and famine and death is coming to this place.
Right.
All right, God has already prophesied it to you. All right, and you got to believe it. All right, if you don't, you're going to be left in destruction. All right?
Hey, real quick, go back to the article. So it says food prices are a barometer for social unrest. What that's going to lead to? Protests.
Read.
Bring it out.
All right, people going to be rioting in the streets, looting, okay? And that is going to usher in something called, most likely, martial law. When they start rounding people up, set curfews, things of that nature. So we're on the brink. We're on the brink. Give me the next article real quick. Read what you got.
RTnews.com. Killed before getting killed. Antifa wants members to prepare for armed battles.
Right. It says kill before getting killed. Now that's dangerous right there.
Right.
It says Antifa wants members to prepare for armed battle. So what do we see? We see civil unrest is on the brink. All right. Now we're seeing, these different militia groups, supremacist groups, gathering together and saying comments like this. Give me the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, which the officer was just said. Just jump down to verse 19.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 19.
Come on.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
Right. You know what that is? Kill before you get killed. That means have
Bring
no
it
pity. You're not even going to see him as a human being. All you're doing is worrying about yourself. Remember Matthew 24, I think it's 12 and 13. It says, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Read that again.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
With the sword. They're going into, killings with the guns, that they had in later in this article. We read down. Read on.
And spoil their goods.
And that spoiling of their goods is going into the looting. Okay? Ransacking houses. You understand? That's what's going to be going on. When there's no food at the grocery store,
They're gonna be
understand. They're going to
bring
get
it
the
out.
food from somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
They're going to get the food from somewhere. Read on.
Because of the lack of bread.
Because of the lack of bread. The inflation for those who are in low income housing, they not in that bracket. How are they going to be able to sustain?
Right.
When it talks about the inflation, so they doing it. They know the well off, they be good, but it's the other ones that's not going to be good,
Right.
and that's going to cause civil unrest. Read on.
And for great tribulation. Behold, saith God, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south.
Okay, we ain't going into that just yet, but understand this: the civil unrest is coming. So we got to prepare our minds. Y'all got anything on that, officers?
Yes. Go to 2nd Ezra 16 and start 18, because this just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Like when my cat went over, you're gonna see people in hunger. They gonna go in your houses and try to kill everything just to get something to eat.
Right.
Read that.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 18. The beginning of sorrows.
The beginning of what?
Sorrows.
That's what we're seeing. The beginning of sorrows. The stores, they getting lack of food, and we see all the stores, they packing their shelf up like with chairs and things like that just to make it look full. We got to pay attention to these things. Read on.
And great mournings.
And great what?
Mornings.
Morning when that famine come, you cannot feed your kids.
Right.
You cannot feed your kids. Read.
The beginning of famine and great death.
And what?
And great death.
There's gonna be a lot of great death in these last days. Read.
The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall
So
come?
what shall you do when these evils shall come?
Dang.
What shall you do?
Hey, that's a tough scripture. Hey, read on real quick, soldier. Read on.
Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for
As
amendment. Are sent as scourges for amendment. But for
So
all,
these are right here on the scent for scourges or on the correction. All right, and God is sending this thing right here on So the so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans can get themselves right.
Right.
In the final days, you have to get yourself right according to the Bible. So the Lord is going to send plagues according to His word so you can correct yourselves.
Yeah, officer, real quick, give me that one in Psalms 110 because we be out in the streets prophesying, holding camp, passing out flyers, but you always got them jakes that they don't want to even take the flyer.
They don't want nothing to do with it.
They don't even want to take the flyer.
Right.
So remember what it say in 2 Ezra 15, it say at the end of 18, what shall I do when these evils come?
Right.
Psalms 110 and give me verse 3.
The book of Psalms, chapter 110 and verse 3.
Come on.
Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power.
In the day of thy power, when the Most High sending those plagues to the earth, the death, the famine, the sword,
Right.
when you don't have anything to eat,
There you go.
the same brother, the same sister, hey, y'all got any more of those flyers left?
There you go.
Because that's when our people here. Give me that one in Job. I want the one in Job real quick. Job 36. Give me Job chapter 36, and I want verse 15. Watch this.
The book of Job, chapter 36 and verse 15.
Come on.
He delivereth the poor in his affliction and openeth their ears in oppression.
You see that? That's when our people listen, because we some hard-headed, stubborn folk.
I thought you were going to say something else.
But no, it's the truth. It's the truth. We don't listen until we fail. Right. You could tell brothers, just like in the days of Noah, like I say in Matthew 24. That's how it's going to be. Noah prophesied for 100 years.
Like 100 years. Yes,
for 100 years.
Right,
and
right.
people didn't listen.
Nope.
It's going to be the exact same way. The prophets is out there on the streets prophesying 365.
Dang.
And the people still ain't listening.
Bring it on.
But just think about how merciful God is. God's saying, even some of those folk that ain't listening right now, when it get bad, He's still going to give you a chance.
Right.
That's the type of God we serve.
Yeah.
Let me look at this one real quick. No. Give me Baruch 2. Let me use this one real quick. All right. Give me Baruch 2 and 18.
The book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 18. But the soul that is greatly vexed, which goeth stooping and feeble, and the eyes that fail, and the hungry soul.
And the what?
And the hungry soul.
Come on.
Will give thee praise and righteousness, O Lord.
In that day. You understand? In that day. So the Most High, He's literally causing this to happen, like you said, what you bring out, officer, for amendment. Give me the one in Jeremiah 7 and 3. Because He's been saying that the whole time. Right. He's saying, obey my voice. That's what He's been saying the whole time. Jeremiah 7 and 3.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 7 and verse 3.
Come on.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, amend your ways.
Do what?
Amend your ways.
Because you didn't want to listen to Him when the prophets came. So guess what? He gonna send that pestilence.
Yep.
He gonna send that sword.
Yep.
He gonna send that famine, and you ain't gonna have no choice but to get your mind right. Y'all got anything on that, officers?
That's why the Bible told us we must do what? Psalms 91. This is what we do, Psalms 91. Because if you got caught and you get caught in your sins, you're going to be put to death. Mm-hmm. Let's read Psalms 91. Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High.
So what is the secret place of the Most High? It's the Bible. That's where you can seek the face of the Most High. Read.
Shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Uh-huh.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In Him will I trust.
In Him who?
In Him will I trust.
We must put our trust in who? The Most High God.
That's right.
That's what we must put our trust. That was it on that one?
Yes, sir.
Give me Psalms 37 and on the last verse. So this who gonna save you right here?
The book of Psalms, chapter 37 and verse 40.
Yes.
And the Lord shall help them.
And the Lord shall do what?
Shall help them.
That is your only help. Your help is in the Lord.
Right.
Read.
Right.
And deliver them.
Message.
He shall deliver them from the wicked.
You see that? He shall deliver us from this wicked and diverted place. Read.
And save them.
And do what?
And save them.
Uh-huh.
Because they trust in him.
Because they trust in him. So put your trust in the Most High God
That's
and keeping
right.
these laws and statutes and commandments.
Right.
And he shall deliver you from this wicked place.
And if you don't, you ain't got no hope.
No hope.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us a spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.